And then if you're not even prepared, like if you don't have, I get it, people need like a place to stay, and you need a car, and you need gas money, you need this and that and whatever. But if you're not, if you the most worst thing is if you're gonna try to get somebody back and you absolutely don't have shit established for yourself, and you don't, it's like, it's so crazy because, bro, we are in 2026. We have came so far. My nails are all messed up. You can't even tell on the camera though. And then I don't even know how to get the acrylic off. I gotta Google it, but yeah, we came so effing far that like but I don't even trust or believe. These people have done so much like spiritual stuff to me that, okay, so how you shut down all their stupidity and all their dumb games and all their bullshit is you don't engage, you don't play games. If you're a person that doesn't play games, you don't go back and forth, you don't lip box, you don't tongue wrestle, you don't lip box, this, that, you kind of basically don't leave no room for bullshit. Ah! Fuck. Bro, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Oh, let's change our diet. Let's eat healthier. Let's eat healthier. Let's be healthier. Please. Because, and it doesn't even matter like your weight, because I used to have like a weird perception on skinny people. I used to think that skinny people like were not susceptible to diabetes. And then it was about 3 years ago, I lived at this place and I met this really super skinny girl. She was like a size 0, I think. I'm pretty sure. She was so skinny. She was beautiful, skinny, whatever. But then every time I encounter people, I always ask them questions. I'm like, if I find you interesting, how you know if I find you interesting is I'll ask you questions. I'm like, how, like, what do you know, like all this and that, like I want to know about you. Anyway, so I asked her, I said, what do you eat? Like, what do you eat? You know what I mean? Like, what's your diet looking like? Like, what do you consume? What do you eat? Like, do you drink water a lot? Do you drink soda? And she's like, you know what? She's like, she said, even though she's super skinny, she said that when she would go to eat, like whether she was like on drugs or whatever, she said, whenever I go to eat, she said, I eat like pizza and pop and candy. She's like, I eat the hell out of candy. I eat chips, the whole unhealthy works. And so I think that it truly does matter what you put into your body. But it doesn't have nothing to do about being like skinny or so fat, or anybody can catch diabetes. But what these doctors will not tell people is that diabetes, you can reverse it and you can come out of it. Like for me, I got big and heavy set and I started feeling in my feet, never my hands. I never felt neuropathy like in my hands, but in my feet, like in my big toe, I could feel like that numbness coming on. But you can reverse all of that. You can heal your gut. You can heal all of it. You don't have to live with it, you don't have to accept diagnoses. And you know what? And so what I found out today, with like this mental health stuff, is basically like they're looking for stuff they're looking for dirt. They're looking for dirt to put on you and stuff. And whenever they can't find nothing, they get mad. And that's what I don't like, is like all this whole time, my whole life, everybody was like, okay, like, all right, like, but I'm still not going to treat you good, and I'm still not going to support you. Okay, like, yeah, whatever, yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I've had nothing but this. And I get it, yeah, whatever, but all glory belongs to Jesus Christ. Whatever, all glory belongs to God and Jesus Christ of Nazareth, in Jesus' name. And we glorify and exalt Jesus above our problems, our circumstances, above anything. And I feel hopeful, but then I don't like to be here because I felt hopeful before. Many times before, I feel hopeful, and then I get let down. You get your hopes up only to get let down. But anyway, God can change everything around. He can change everything, and it's all like a testimony. But from what I know, and it's such a corrupt thing, because I can't imagine like the mothers, and like I hope that other video is uploading. But when I was a drug addict and I went to these treatment centers, these women were not creepy, devil, murderous, evil women. They were just basically regular women that were sweet. They loved their kids. And then CPS gets involved and takes their kids and then gives them that year or two, whatever, to get clean and sober. But there's no offered support like in that. And I don't know what I could do, but I know I have to be patient, and I have to become educated, because this is serious, and this is something that I've went through. This is something that I go through, and I just can't believe that the way that it's injustice. It's injustice at its core. It's evil and it's injustice. That's what it is. And it's wrong to do to people. It's wrong to do to people, especially females, especially mothers, to mistreat a mother because she's addicted to drugs. Like, oh, you're a danger, and you're like this and that. And I get that, because like, okay, so I was bitching and complaining about this said individual being like on drugs around my kids and whatever, but at the end of the day, if you're on drugs and like you're flipping out and you're like flipping off the handle and you're like threatening and this and that, yeah, I get that. But at the end of the day, if you don't have no grace or mercy or any kind of, whatever for mothers that love their kids and they're not true criminals, like, what the fuck is your problem? So I wish that I'm just gonna be patient. But anyway, so I'll talk to you guys later. I hope that go watch the other video that